Hello and welcome to GameTales. Dragon Age, the Inquisition. Into darkness, unafraid. The First Inquisition was a group of people who, following the First Blight, rose up to defend Thedas from the danger of magic and heretics. The Inquisition later allied with the Chantry, abandoning its original name and splitting itself into the Seekers of Truth and the Templar Order. In 941 Dragon, the Inquisition is reformed, following the cataclysmic event called the Breach. In the years before the founding of the Chantry, and at the start of the Divine Age, Thedas was plunged into chaos. The First Blight had ended, the Imperium had broken apart following Andraste's march, and despite the spread of the Maker's teachings, blood mages and old gods' cults were widespread. The Inquisition was formed around -100 Ancient, thus predating the Chantry by roughly 90 years, with the goal of protecting the people from the tyranny of magic in whatever form it might take: blood mages, abominations, cultists, or heretics. A loose association of Andrastian hardliners, the group combed the land in search of these threats, and some say theirs was a reign of terror. Others say they were cast in a negative light by history because their investigations and even application of justice, protecting both mages and common people impartially, crossed too many powerful groups. In these accounts, it is suggested that the group was already known as the Seekers of Truth, and that the Inquisition moniker was perhaps pejorative. In 120 Divine, the newly founded Chantry found common cause with the Inquisition, and they signed the Navaran Accord. As part of this agreement, the Inquisition became the new martial arm of the Chantry, the Templar Order, and its senior members became known as the Seekers of Truth. Another result was the creation of the Circle of Magi, with the Templars serving as overseers for the Circle. The last leader of the original Inquisition, Emeridin, went missing after the organization's dissolution. It is said he left to hunt a powerful dragon, or to not overshadow the newly created Templar Order. When the Inquisition was no more, the mysterious Order of Fiery Promise rose up for the first time, claiming to be the real Inquisition and Seekers of Truth. They were quickly dispersed by the might of the newly established Chantry. The reformed Inquisition is commanded by the Inquisitor, who serves as overall leader of the organization. Beneath them are 3 advisors, each of whom oversees a different department of the Inquisition. The commander leads the military forces of the organization and oversees training. The seneschal, or spymaster, is in charge of covert operations, subterfuge, and liaisons with more disreputable elements. The ambassador is in charge of coordinating diplomatic efforts among the nobility and various other groups which the Inquisition must work with. The Inquisition is less rigid than most organisations in Thedas and adopts a more inclusive recruitment practice, allowing not only humans but elves, dwarves and Chantry into senior command positions, similar to the Grey Wardens. Unlike the Wardens, however, the Inquisition does not strive to be apolitical, as much of its financial and diplomatic backing comes from senior members of the Orlesian nobility, as well as the Ferelden nobility. Constellation Vissus, known as the Watchful Eye, was originally a symbol of the Lady of the Skies. In Andraste's time, it came to be associated with the Maker, and a sword was added after her death. The early Inquisition took Vissus as their symbol. After the establishment of the Navarran Accord, which divided the Inquisition into the Templar Order and the Seekers of Truth, the Inquisition's sigil split into two. The Blade of Mercy became the Templar symbol, while the All-Seeing Eye became the crest of the Seekers of Truth.